Okay, guys, I am Jessica Craig. I'm calling to you from a really small town in Alabama. Thank y'all so much for hopping on with us tonight and giving us your time. We are going to try to keep this short and honor your time so that you're not on here all night long, but we've got a ton of great information to give you. A little bit about myself. I have been drinking and sharing ketones with people for 4 years now. Cannot believe it. It's crazy. It seems like yesterday. First of all, Ashley White, I love your glasses. They caught me off guard. Okay, sorry. I got distracted. 4 years ago, before I found this, I was 50 pounds heavier. My financial situation was a freaking nightmare. I had a newborn baby and a 6-year-old little girl, so stressed out, exhausted, all the things. I was really just feeling like a pile of junk, honestly. And one of my besties, she actually found this on Facebook. She started drinking it. And she said, you know what? I think I want to share this with my best friend. So she got us, a few of us girlfriends, on a call just like this, held up a packet and said, I've been drinking these. I feel incredible. I'm losing weight. You guys are going to have to start drinking this with me. And my first reaction was, first of all, freaking rude that you've been drinking them for a couple of weeks and you didn't tell me about it right away. So I always tell everybody, once you start drinking this, you better tell your close friends and family first and ASAP, or they're going to be super aggravated like I was. So after I got over that, of course, I wanted to try it. I have been addicted to food and have battled with my weight for my whole entire adult life. I've always been up and down, a yo-yo dieter. I've tried everything under the sun. And just with a combination of lifestyle and genetics and working in the medical field, I used to be a dental hygienist. People were constantly bringing us food. We were always going out to eat. And with all those things that happened, I found myself finally at 200 pounds and, borderline diabetic. Like, I had a lot of issues going on, and it was all because of my weight. And so I decided, enough's enough. And so I started trying different things. And I don't know if you guys are like me. Raise your hand if you are, but I tried it all, y'all. Like, every single diet pill, the stinking wraps, prescription pills from my doctor. I tried everything besides surgery. And some things would work for me, some things didn't. But at the end of the day, I always went back to my old habits and ended up gaining all my weight back that I had lost. And besides the weight gain, I never really truly broke my addiction with food. So, I was just destined to end up right back where I was. So whenever my friend introduced me this, I was like, sure, heck yeah, I'll try it. I've tried everything. Like, I'm a try anything kind of girl. So of course I want to try it. I had no clue about ketones, ketosis, the keto diet. I didn't know a thing about that 4 years ago. Now it's a lot more common, so people have at least heard of it. But 4 years ago, I didn't know what the heck it was. So when she told me that I was going to be able to drink, Brittany's mixing it up there, I see. When she told me I was going to be able to drink this powder mixed in water and get better sleep, better focus, better mood, fat loss, better energy, I was sold. So got it, tried it, loved it. Long story short, I've been drinking it now every single day for 4 years. It took me a few months to get the weight off, and I've kept it off ever since. I've never felt this good in my whole entire life. And I promise you guys, I will not go a day without it. Like, I refuse. So I'm completely obsessed. Besides it, changing my physical appearance and my weight, I have had way less crazy mama moments. I don't know how many moms and dads we have on here, but life can be really stressful with littles. And, I'm a high strung type person, and I would find myself just, really snapping at the smallest things and then having to feel bad about yelling at my kids and stuff like that. And this really kind of helps keep my mood more even keel, so I'm not such a psycho. So I would say that's probably my family's favorite benefit. But the benefits for me are endless. I can tell you now that I still love food. Don't get me wrong. I love food, but I have for sure broken my addiction. Like, I don't think about it all day long like I used to. I drink this every morning, and I fast. I do intermittent fasting until like between 12 and 2. So I'm able to go long periods of time without food. And I'm telling y'all, I promise you, before I started drinking this, you would have never caught me dead missing a meal. Like, there's no way. I'm eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and probably snacks in between, because, you know, my blood sugar would drop and I would feel like I needed to eat every few hours, or I would feel bad. Well, this actually stabilizes my blood sugar, so I'm able to fast for long periods of time, and I feel so much better, better than I ever have. So before we get into the nitty gritty and tell you guys, you know, how this works and how to get the best results, I'm going to pass it over to my good friend Brittany, and she's going to share a little bit of her experience with y'all. So Brittany, take it away, sis.
Hey guys, my name is Brittany. I am from Austin, Texas. And before we get going, I'm a teacher, so I hope y'all don't mind me asking, but if you guys are able to turn on your videos, I ask my students all the time, we would love to put a face with a name. And then also in the chat, if you could just type like where you're from, and then maybe if you're currently drinking the product, how many days in you are. I would just kind of love to see how far this conversation has reached. And if we have people on who have been drinking it for a year, a week, or haven't even started yet. So if you didn't know, there is a chat feature, and if you guys have questions kind of as we go, that's just the teacher and me to kind of pre-frame the call. So I am completely different than Jess. When I came across ketones, I kind of raised an eyebrow and was like, yeah, that thing is BS. I mean, I'm just being transparent, I'm being authentic, I'm being raw. I don't know how many people are on this call that can relate to this, but I was always raised, you know, calories in, calories out. Make good choices and you'll get good results. And I also played college basketball, so I have a pretty good knowledge and background of nutrition. But I also hit a plateau for close to a year. So I don't know if any of you have ever, you know, heard of Orange Theory, but I have worked out at Orange Theory now for almost 3 years. And so I was doing all the things that I was supposed to do. You know, I was eating right, I was working out, and I just couldn't get out of a size 10 pant. For the longest time, I kind of fluctuated between like 175 and 185 pounds. And I'm 6 foot tall, so although it didn't look that size, to me, I was still uncomfortable, you know, just not comfortable in my own skin. And then at Orange Theory one morning, I looked over at my friend who has 3 kids that are under 6 years old. And I looked at her and I'm like, this girl is kicking my butt on this workout. Like, what the hell? Sorry to cuss, but you have 3 kids. She's younger than me and she was outworking me. And so finally I just asked her, I'm like, what is the stuff that you drink before your workout every day? And that is personally how I found ketones. I also found it because she was sharing it on Facebook. And so when she first told me about it, like I said, I was a massive skeptic. Also being a teacher and coach, you know, money doesn't grow on trees. And so being that I've tried everything kind of similar to Jessica, I've done the reps. And the only thing that made me do was like sweat into my pants. So it did not do what it said it was going to do. It didn't work. So finally, I just decided, you know what, I'm going to take the plunge. I'm going to try it. And within 63 days, and I always say 63 days, y'all, because it was not overnight for me. But in 63 days, I went from a size 10 to a size 6. And the biggest thing that it has improved for me is my gut health. I don't have kids, so I'm not like chasing after little ones. I am, you know, working with high school students, so I need the patience, and I say that with love, but I also need the energy. You know, I was constantly in school kind of going like this, and I'm making a wave right now where I would get Starbucks in the morning and my energy would spike, and then I would hit 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and I would need to go back to the gas station for a Red Bull. So ketones for me have completely sustained my energy where I don't need that afternoon nap. It's given me patience for my players. It has given back my gut health, which I'm just going to put it out there. I poop every day, and I'm not uncomfortable to admit that, because anybody who can relate knows that having that pressure in your stomach and not being able to go to the bathroom is the most uncomfortable thing ever. So that is why I have been drinking ketones now for almost 3 years, is because it has given me my life back. You know, because of my gut health, I sleep better. I'm in a better mood. I'm just all around happier, you know? And so I shared it with my mom, who used to drink 4 Diet Cokes a day. I don't know how many soda drinkers are on here, but y'all, that's going to add years to her life. She doesn't drink soda anymore. My brother, who is 6'7", 200 pounds, he got the fast metabolism of the family. It drives me insane. He's like a literal twig and eats like crap. But anyways, he used to sleep really terribly, and he never felt like he could focus at work. And so my point in bringing up those examples is whatever you're here for and whatever, you know, benefit you're looking for, you're going to get. But I just want to remind everybody, you know, we didn't get to where we are in 10 days, and we're not going to get to where we want to be in 10 days. So the biggest thing I would say is just drink the product, be consistent, love the product, and just see what it can do for you over a span of time. And then if you're anything like me and you're a teacher and you're like, I don't know how I'm going to afford this stuff, then stay on till the end so we can share how y'all drink it for free. So Jess, before I pass it back to you and we kind of go into like some tips and tricks of how to use the product, I would love to just share, because I have it in front of me, you know, what this stuff is and how it's different than the diet. So if you can see right now, I'm mixing up, this is my new favorite flavor, strawberry peach, caffeine free. And a really good, simple way to put this, you guys, is first of all, it does not require a diet. You could be strict keto, you could be no keto, you could be paleo, you could be Whole30, you could be like me where you're just on, you know, the skinny margarita popcorn diet. That's like my go-tos. And the product is still going to work for you. So a really good example, and Jess and I use this all the time, is if we were to take a trip to Mexico, which can't wait, we're going there in January, but you know, you could either swim to Mexico or you could take a flight. And at the end of the day, we're all going to get there, but obviously those taking an airplane are going to get there a lot faster. And so that is a metaphor of what ketones can do for you. So can you get to ketosis, and can you get all the benefits that we're speaking to by doing a keto diet? Yes, absolutely you can. But y'all, if you eat too much broccoli, you're going to be kicked out of that state, literally too much broccoli, because broccoli is carbs. You're going to be kicked out of that state and potentially spend days or weeks trying to get back to those same benefits. So ketones get you there within an hour. Science actually right now is showing 36 minutes. And you literally can test your blood and see that the product gets you into a ketogenic, you know, state of burning your love handles for fuel. And it is incredible. So that is really the difference. And if right now you are currently following a keto diet, by using drinkable ketones, your body is going to be less likely to store extra calories. So everybody on this call can benefit from them. So I don't know, Jess, if you want to add anything into that. Sorry if I went a little long-winded, but what tips and tricks would you give people if they haven't already gotten started or if they have ketones in their hands?
Yeah. Okay. So number one, if you don't have any, get some. That's my biggest tip. You got to start drinking them. Let's talk about fat loss. So I know Brittany explained, you know, ketones are for everyone. My 10-year-old daughter drinks them for focus. My grandmother drinks them just to help her, you know, get around a little bit better. But a lot of people are attracted to this, myself included, for fat loss. So I just want to kind of go over a few tips on how to get the best results. Like Brittany said, this is going to put you in ketosis no matter what your diet is, no matter what you choose. But if fat loss is your goal, we do recommend that you make some changes. So a few simple things that you can do is, number one, like I shared with you guys, I do intermittent fasting, and that has been a complete game changer for me. So the way that works is you would wake up, drink your ketones first thing in the morning, and don't have anything but water until you feel like you're really, truly hungry. And as you're first starting intermittent fasting, if you've never done it before and you're used to having breakfast pretty early, it may be kind of tough, and you may have to push your meal back. You know, if you're used to eating at 8, eat at 9. If you're used to eating it, you know what I mean? Just kind of push it each day until you get to where you can handle a full, 12, 14, 16-hour window that you're not eating. So it's different for everybody, but I'm telling you guys right now that you will feel amazing. Intermittent fasting is so great. Besides that, let's talk about what you can do as far as food goes. Low carb is something that I believe is easiest for everyone to kind of follow along with. I don't count macros, and I've done it before. I have counted my macros, and it's not for me, guys. Like, I am not that committed. I can't do it. So I just try to make healthy choices. My biggest tip is don't mess up good for perfect, meaning if you make a mistake, or you have that slice of pizza or whatever, you have those few French fries, you haven't blown it, you're fine. Like, keep going, keep moving, stay positive. We've got enough stuff to stress about besides the 3 French fries that we had. You know what I mean? So just make the best choices that you can. Everyone, keto and low carb are such popular ways of eating right now that almost any restaurant that you go to is going to be able to help you make swaps. So if you're going to grab a burger or a sandwich or whatever, ask them to leave off the bun, give you extra lettuce. I know you can go to any sub place and basically ask for your sub in a tub. It's like basically a salad. If you eat Mexican a lot like me, like my favorite thing in the world, I will get fajitas and just ask them not to even bring out the rice and beans because I know I'm going to sneak and eat them. So I'm like, don't bring them out. Don't bring the tortillas. Any kind of rice dish, like I love chicken and rice with the cheese sauce on it. I just ask them to do mixed veggies or lettuce instead of the rice. And I promise you guys, it's just as good. Like I'm not gonna lie, I love rice. I wish I could have it sometimes, but I feel so much better whenever I follow low carb. So that's my biggest advice as far as weight loss goes. Guys, if you're drinking this, no matter what your goal is, you definitely have to make sure you stay hydrated. Most people are walking around dehydrated anyway, but when you drink these ketones, it can actually make you even more dehydrated if you don't make sure that you stay on top of your water game. So a rule of thumb for that is half your body weight in ounces of water. You're 200 pounds, you want to do 100 ounces a day. So a quick hack for that I love to tell people is figure out how many bottles of water that you need to drink to add up to the ounces that you need, and put a rubber band, like if you're using the same cup all day, put rubber bands, however many you need, or hair ties or whatever around your bottle. Every time you drink a full one, take it off. At the end of the day, you know if you've had your the amount that you need, because it's kind of hard to track if you don't do something like that. If you're doing disposable water bottles, I like to throw the rubber bands around my wrist and just take them off. Same thing each time I drink a full bottle. So half your body weight in ounces of water. Another really important tip is if you're drinking this, you're going to need an electrolyte supplement, okay? And when I say supplement, I don't mean a Gatorade or a Smart Water. Like you really need a true electrolyte supplement. We have an incredible one called Mitoplex. Brittany's holding it up there. And it's designed to work synergistically with our ketones. It helps your body absorb everything better. It's really awesome. It helps keep you hydrated. If you notice that you have a headache or basically any kind of symptom whatsoever, 9 times out of 10, it's because your body has you're imbalanced on your electrolytes and you need to add something. So Mitoplex is awesome. We would love for you to drink ours, but even if you don't want to get ours, go to a pharmacy, a GNC, somewhere and get an actual supplement. Besides that, drink your water, make sure you're doing the best you can on your diet. And this may seem silly, guys, but drink it every day. I know that kind of seems obvious, but I say that because things that I've done in the past, surely I'm not the only one. I would commit to something and then, oh, I forgot to take my pill yesterday, or, oh, I was supposed to drink that shake last night and I didn't drink it. You know, it's easy to get out of the habit of something if you're not truly committed to it. So if you're going to decide that you want to invest in yourself and start drinking these ketones and you're worried that you might forget, set an alarm on your phone for whatever time that you would like to drink your ketones each day. Oh, my alarm's going off. It's time to shake up my ketones. I don't know about y'all, but I've never missed a day because this is one of those things where you just feel so good. Like as soon as my feet hit the floor, I run to the kitchen and shake it up. But if you're worried about it, that you're going to forget, definitely set an alarm. Brittany shared with you guys about consistency and how important it is to give this a fair shot. It's not something that's going to just magically happen overnight. My husband is one of the ones who felt it right away on day 1. Me personally, I didn't feel anything until like day 6 or 7. So it's going to be different for everyone, but I promise you this will work for every single one of you guys. No matter what your goals are, it's going to work. And remember this too. Whoever has invited you to this call, whoever shared this conversation with you is your personal connection, your coach. They're going to be able to help you work through things, give you great meal ideas. If they're not someone who knows all the things, maybe they're brand new too and you're just getting started together, we can get you connected to one of us or someone who can help you along your journey. You're not in this alone at all. So I'm going to pass it back over to Brittany, and she's going to share with you guys how to get the absolute best deals on this stuff and even how to drink it for free.
Yay. So first of all, yes, everybody on this call can drink it for free. So if you're thinking that this is one of those calls where like we're recruiting you to be a promoter, that is not what this is. And drinking it for free as a customer was definitely one of the things that I needed the info on. But before I get to that, just so y'all know, for those of you who have not decided to get started yet, let me just share super quick some different options. So one thing that we have is called the 10-day challenge. Basically what it is it's a box of 20, and it gives you 5 different flavors, 10 of which are caffeine, 10 of which are caffeine free. So you could drink 2 a day and that could last you 10 days, or if you need to financially make that last 20 days and drink 1 a day, that's totally up to you. But that's a really popular option to get started. We also have something that's called the Dollar Keto Club that you could come in with if you wanted to join the business, and you could get some 40% off product kits as well. And then I'm not sure right now, but most of the time you can get the 10-day challenge and pair it with our reboot. That's a killer combo to get started. If you've ever done a cleanse, it's very similar to that, but it's not like a week-long juice cleanse. Okay, y'all, this is 60 hours. We do it with an entire community, so it's super powerful. So if you're looking for a really killer combo to kind of get you going and get your plateau just kicked in the rear or jumpstart your goals to 2021, the 10-day challenge and the reboot is a really awesome combo. Or maybe you're kind of one of those that's like, all right, I really want to try them before I buy them. You can get back with the person who invited you to this call and maybe just take Ketones for a test drive, and try a 5-day pack. But honestly, that 10-day challenge, and I teach math, is by far the most cost-effective, cheapest way for you to get going. But if you're like me and you're on this and you're like, all right, I'm super excited, but looking at your bank account, it's Christmas time, and you're like, I don't know how I'm going to swing this. Before I get to the free product program, I just want to bring up 3 things from my life personally. And you may not be able to relate to this, and maybe you do things a little bit differently. But prior to Ketones, I had shared that, in the mornings, I used to go to Starbucks. And I think all of us can agree that Starbucks is like a $5 to $8 visit, depending on what you get every time you go. Okay, so I used to do that. And then, like I shared, at 2 or 3 o'clock prior to my basketball practice, I would go get a Red Bull or a Monster or something just to give me that spike that I was craving. So let's add another $2 or $3. Okay. And then I personally in the morning would eat breakfast, which I don't do anymore because, like Jess, I practice intermittent fasting every single day. So that could mean, breakfast tacos. That could mean you're cooking breakfast at home. But you're getting my point. I cut that out. Let's call it $5 to $7. So even if I wasn't paying for Ketones, for me personally in my life, cutting out those 3 things, I am saving money. But I haven't paid for the product since I very first started. So all it takes, you guys, is 2 friends to use your referral code. So if you've already gotten started, you may not even know it, but you have what's called a customer referral code. So let's just say maybe your mom or your sister or some moody coworker. Sorry, Christmas time, teachers get a little moody. I'm just going to call it how I see it. Okay. I know Kimberly can relate. She's a teacher on this call. But maybe somebody that you work with just is looking for these benefits. So instead of them ordering from me, instead of them ordering from Jess, they would actually order from you. And then as long as they enroll in our Smart Ship program, which if you're not on that, 100% get on it because it does guarantee you a 22% off discount every other 30 days. And that is something you can control, y'all. Like, don't think that you can't cancel it. It's seriously so simple. Click of a button, you can cancel. You have total control of the flavors. But my point is you have 2 people that use your referral code. They too enroll in Smart Ship. And then basically our system or Prove It says, woohoo, like you're eligible for free Ketones. And then they come to you and all you pay is shipping. So over there, I actually just got my Smart Ship free product stuff in today. I got 5 boxes. Obviously, I'm a promoter, so I'm going to get more than your average customer. And my total was $10.90. So this should be the only product that you ever pay for because it's just like sharing a good movie, or I don't know how many dudes on here go to a barber, okay, or sharing a good nail salon. It's the same thing. And then don't feel like you have to go to Keto 101 school or be the end-all be-all expert, right? So whoever invited you to this call, you can connect your friends and family to. We can kind of help educate and share and bridge that gap of knowledge. And then when they're ready to get started, we'll give them your code. So my point in saying that, you guys, is don't take this the wrong way, but unless you're a selfish person who doesn't share something, if you're feeling incredible, there's no reason you should pay for Ketones past your very first month. So Jess, before we kind of wrap this up, and we did not do a very good job tonight, you guys. Normally we do 20 minutes, but I guess it's Wednesday hump day and we're excited to be on with y'all. So before we let everybody go, Jess, let's just say somebody kind of like me has more than 2 friends or family members that they think want to get started. Could you just go into a little bit about kind of what that route could look like?
Sure. So yeah, like Brittany said, super sorry for keeping you guys on here. And I don't want you to think that that we got you on this call to try to pitch you something or get you to sign up to sell. But we do want to, let you know that that is an opportunity here. Like I shared with you guys when I was sharing my story, my financial situation was really bad 4 years ago, and I could barely afford my first order of ketones at all. So when Mandy shared this with me, she also said, hey, I'm actually going to sign up to be a promoter and start sharing this because I need some money. Would you want to do that with me? And I was like, are you kidding me? I've actually been praying for something to come along that could help our family financially. Like, sure, I would love to learn more about it. So we don't want to keep you on here all night, but we do want to let you know that there is an opportunity here for you to not only drink the ketones for free, like Brittany said, but if you have more than 2 people that you think could use, better sleep, better focus, better mood, better energy, fat loss, if you have anybody in your life that you love and you want them to be around for a long time and you want them to feel better, then you're going to want to share this with them. And why not get rewarded for it? So again, Brittany kind of grazed over it. We have our $1 Keto Club going on right now, so you can join as a promoter for $1. We have 40% off our promoter packs, so you can get an incredible deal on your ketones to drink yourself and to share with your friends and family. So if that's something that you're interested in, this is not the call to go over all of those details, but we have some really cool resources. We would love to chat with you and get you all the info that you need. So please reach out to the person that invited you to this call, and let's get you going. Let's get you started. Let's at least tell you a little bit more about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this call. We appreciate your time so much. Like, I know that y'all probably
sorry, I'm going to be that annoying student.
Oh, yes,
before you guys go, please download Prove It TV. It is an incredible resource that we have with doctor videos and Inspire On videos. It's literally, if you're looking for like questions about big toe-itis or thyroid or whatever your medical concerns may be, that is an amazing resource. So just make sure you download it. It is free, and I'll type it in the chat, and now you can finish, Jess. I just had to say that.
Oh, no, I'm glad you interrupted. That's incredible. So yeah, don't forget to download the Prove It TV. Again, thank y'all for hopping on. This is recorded, so if you got on late and you want to catch the whole thing, just let somebody know and we'll hook you up. Y'all have an awesome night. We will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.